So in today's video, what we're going to be looking at is the best and the worst locations to be owning a salvage yard, chop shop, and Grand Theft Auto right now. And potentially what we're going to be looking at is a lot of different factors here between the pricing, the location, and accessibility. So right here, this is actually the location that I ended up going with, which is going to be one of the more expensive locations, but it's a pretty good location, and I'll be talking about that here in just a second. So Maze Bank, we've got 5 different locations in which you guys could be buying one of these chop shops at and then running and operating your business. What are the best locations? What are the worst? We're going to be going over all that as we're getting through this. So over here, there's like one way out here. We'll get to that one in a minute. And I think there's one, yeah, there is, way out here in Paleto Bay. There's actually a chop shop out there. Alright, so the reason I bought this location is because me personally, I think this is the best location. Why? Because it's right next to my Maze Bank arena. And also, when I'm selling cars, I'm taking them to the dock, and it's not very far away from the dock whatsoever. Literally, that's a very short drive right there, and there's a couple other ones in the city. We'll check those out as too. But if you guys are going to be like doing the robberies, of course, and selling these cars, you're always going to be taking them to the docks over there, and you don't want to scratch them or anything like that necessarily. So this is going to be one of the better locations, at least for me, because I have all my other businesses located around in this area. Now, another location right here is going to be like basically smack dab almost in the middle of the city here. So this right here, what is it? $2.5 million, almost $2.6 million, not even including. So with all the stuff that I paid for my business back there was about $5.2 million. So these businesses potentially are going to be running you guys anywhere from, you know, what it costs to buy them and everything else, which, like, you know, the tow truck, $1.1 million. So there's the actual location. We're right by the strip club, and then the accessibility for the docks is pretty good right here. And we have good accessibility for any type of road, like a freeway. And these are things that you guys have to consider, you know, not only just the pricing, but the location itself and the accessibility for how easy is it going to be for you guys, like going out there and doing the robberies and then going out and doing tow truck missions and other stuff like that. But all right, next location is going to be way over here. Once again, we're going to be spending a lot of money. Look at that. $2,420,000. That's funny. That's funny they put that in there, 420. All right, but anyways, that's also another expensive one to buy, like probably the third least expensive. And this is a decent location, but I wouldn't say that it's the best. I would say the best locations are going to be those first 2 ones that we went over there. And this is probably going to be like, you know, decent. Why? Because we're still in the city. I wouldn't really want to go anywhere beyond the city at this point, considering most of every single one of my businesses, I'm pretty sure like every single one of my businesses, they're all in the city. So that's where I want to stay. I want to stay in the city. I don't want to have a life out in Paleto Bay or something like that with a bunker way out there. It's worse enough to have my bunker so far away from the city. All right, you guys, so there's that location right there. Accessibility, decent. Location, still in the city, but once again, this is probably going to be like the third best location that you guys could be ending up getting, and considering a couple $100,000, it's not that bad just to grab one of the better ones. Now this one right here, I don't know who bought this, but I didn't buy it. I wouldn't buy this one, no way. Okay, accessibility, yeah, we're right by the freeway, but dude, we're out here in the desert. All right, I'm not trying to live a Trevor life or something like that where my business is located way out here. Although you guys can be having like businesses, you know, and a life out here in Blaine County, Grapeseed, and also Paleto Bay. It's just not the life for me technically. So here's the business itself that you guys would be potentially purchasing for that amount of money. Although it's a lot of money for this business right here. I'd rather just ante up for the extra couple $100,000 and buy one of the businesses in the city, because you're gonna have better, you know, better luck running one of those instead of having to go all the way out here to your chop shop. Especially if you can imagine having to go all the way to the city with your tow truck and getting cars from the city and dragging them not out just to like almost Grapeseed, but dragging them all the way out here to Paleto Bay. So I mean, come on, let's get real with each other. This is the worst location you guys could own, although it's the most least expensive. And people are like, oh, well, I don't have a lot of money and I still want to get a chop shop. Well, you know, I've already made a video talking about how the chop shop is not necessarily the best way to be making money in Grand Theft Auto, although it is another business that you guys can like be running along with all the other businesses that they have in the game now, which is a gob of different businesses, heist missions, and other things like that we can be doing. So yeah, this one's like for accessibility. way out here in Paleto Bay. There's really not much out here in Paleto Bay whatsoever. Maybe if they built it up a little bit more, because there is construction going on right next door to me over here, but that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon, at least not in Grand Theft Auto. That we can be probably looking forward to, like a big giant building being built out here in Paleto Bay. What do you guys think? Trevor Phillips Enterprises or something like that? I don't know, but I don't really see it happening necessarily with the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 is right around the corner. And I just wanted to go ahead and talk about these locations and what are the best locations, what are the worst locations. So I rated them from the best location all the way down to the worst location, from being over at the salvage yard right by the Maze Bank on out here in Paleto Bay. So you guys are gonna have to let me know if you agree with what I went over here, and you guys tell me which one you guys ended up buying. Was it because of the accessibility? Was it for the pricing? Let us know down in the comment sections below. But if you enjoyed the video and it was helpful, hit that like button on the way out, subscribe for new content if you guys are new here to the channel so you don't miss out on daily GTA 5 online videos. But from there, thank you all for watching. My name is GRAVESIGHT, Green Alien, and I'm out of here, so peace!